Hey guys, so I had quite a few people ask me how I created my laminated file in my print and cut laminated video. So I wanted to take a moment to show you guys how I did that and how you can do that at home. Now, I did use Adobe Illustrator for all my design work. So I'm not going to show you how to do that because you probably don't want to pay for Adobe Illustrator. So I'm going to show you a nice, easy, and free way that you can do the same thing. It's just it's going to take a little bit more work in the sense where you're going to have to clean up the image a bit since the file was probably not designed by you in Adobe Illustrator, so it's going to take just a little bit more work. So I just found this random image on the internet and we're gonna work with this. Okay, so one thing I want to note is that the cleaner the background, the better. So in this case, we don't have a crazy messy background here. Okay, so if you're using like a portrait, for example, it's probably going to be more difficult to clean up because of the background. So if you have trees and grass and whatnot. So this is nice and simple. So I'm going to go ahead and use this. So we're going to go ahead and save this image first. Okay. And next we're going to go to pixlr.com. And we want to use the E version, not the X, okay? This is a completely free online web browser photo editor, okay? So it doesn't matter if you're on a Windows computer, a Mac, probably even a tablet would work. All you need is a web browser. So you're going to go to pixlr.com/E, and we're going to go ahead and open up that image. All right, and now we're going to clean it up, okay? So we're going to take this magic wand select tool. We're going to select the background. We're going to delete all of that. That's perfect. Let's deselect here. Deselect. So I did Command D there. Okay, that's a quick key that we use in Illustrator. And I'm going to erase all of that. Awesome. Now it's not perfectly clean here, but I mean it's good enough for my print and cut, so we're going to leave that the way it is. I'm going to go ahead and save this because we need this image for print and cut. So I'm going to download this. Let's call this, we'll just call this print and cut. Let me keep it easy. Awesome. Now we are going to create our laminated sheet cut. And you're probably wondering, why do I need two files? Can't I just throw this on my laminator and just run it through twice? No, because what happens is it's going to make the exact same cut. So what I mean by that is for your print and cut, it's going to cut the heart out along this line. And then you're going to go to laminate it, and you're going to run it through again, and it's still going to cut it out on this line, which basically means your shape isn't sealed, okay? We want to leave a little bit of a gap here all the way around because when the back and the front lamination sheet touch each other, it actually seals it. If they're not touching, then basically you're cutting, think about it like cutting a sandwich, okay? It's like you're cutting the crust off a sandwich, so you still see all the layers in between, right? Where let's say you took, this is a really bad analogy, but let's say you took two wraps, like two circle wraps, and you shoved a bunch of stuff in the middle, and the wraps are hanging to the sides, so it's more like a pizza pocket, right? So you can't see what's inside because it's actually sealed. So yeah, think pizza pocket. Okay, so let's make the file that we'll need to use for that cut. Okay, so we're gonna go to File, Stroke, and that's perfect. See how it added that nice thick outline on each of these? And you'll notice that I actually missed some stuff down here, so let me delete that. I'm not sure what I missed, probably just random dots, but we don't want that, so let's get rid of those. Awesome. So you can play with this. The thing you want to note is that you don't want any of this touching, okay? So it is fine the way it is now. But the problem is that if it's touching, then it's going to cut out that way. So like, let's say these were touching, it would cut along here and then cut down here and cut along here and cut over here, and it would not cut this middle portion out, which is not what we want. 'Cause you're gonna have two pieces stuck to each other. So I'm gonna hit apply. Oh, this is good. And we're gonna save this one, and we're gonna call this one Laminated Cut. Cool. Now we are going to head over to Cricut Design Space, and we're going to upload both of those files that we just saved. So the first one I'm going to upload is the print and cut. And for this one, I mean, if you are actually having like design, like if you had, I don't know, like a character like a SpongeBob or a Mickey, you're going to want to do complex. I'm actually probably going to leave it simple because I don't need too much here. But you know what? I will do complex just to show what it's like. So we're going to hit continue. Continue. Here I'm going to save as a print then cut image. Okay, this is our print and cuts. We want a print and cut. So I'm going to go ahead and save. And while I'm here, I might as well upload my second one. So I'm going to go to browse, upload my laminated cut. All right, and for this, it doesn't really matter. Let's do simple. Continue, continue. And for this, we have to make sure we save it as a cut. So don't save it as a print and cut, save this one as a cut, okay? All right, so let's load both of these in. Awesome. For some reason, this one came out massive and this one came out tiny. So one thing I want to know about print and cut, okay, is that you can't have it too big. Oh, I hate how it glitches like this. Perfect. Okay, so what I mean by that is, see my print and cut file right now. It is like 10 inches by 9 and a bit inches here, okay? And you'll notice that there's this error message here saying not supported by the maker. Please reduce the image size. And it tells you right there what to reduce it to, 6.75 by 9.25, okay? So it will not let you cut this out. So we gotta shrink this down. So I'm gonna hold shift so I don't lose my spacing here. Let's do 6 inches there. See, now that error message went away, so we're okay. Now we're gonna take this other one, and I'm actually gonna send it to the back. So I right clicked, I'm hitting send to back, and this way I can see what the cutout looks like. Okay, so I'm probably gonna shrink this down a little bit. There we go. Okay, so it doesn't need to be perfectly aligned right now. So you notice, like, for example, like if I move the heart over here, then these aren't aligned. Doesn't really matter because these are going to be cut out anyways. We just want to make sure that we have enough of a gap on each of these pieces that we can actually work with it. So you don't want it too big, and you also don't want it too small because then you're not going to have enough of a gap. So this is pretty good. And let's go ahead and make it. Okay. So perfect. We have our print, cut, and then we have our cut. So you can load up these mats. On this mat, which is the laminated sheet mat, remember my other video, what I did was I took a sheet of regular copy paper and I made a template for it. Okay, so just know for this mat, what you're going to do is put just white copy paper on it and cut it out, and then do not remove anything until you watch the rest of this video because yeah, you'll have to do it again. So let's go ahead and make this. I'm gonna hit continue, send this to my printer, and then do the print and cut on my maker. And then I will cut these out and we will go from there, okay? So yeah, I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so I've printed this out of my printer. Let's get this file cut. So I printed this out on laser copy paper, so I'm going to select that on my maker. I am using just the basic fine point blade right now. going to remove these. And I'm going to go ahead and put this on for my next one. And same thing, I'm just using regular copy paper, so I don't need to change the setting. So this is a lamination sheet. This is the Amazon Basics ones. I think the other ones will be fine. Just make sure it's the thinner one, because I know they come in 2 different sizes. I think it's 3 mils and 5 mils. So this is the 3 mils one, it's thinner. And all you're gonna do is wait until I'm done this step. So we're gonna go ahead and cut this. All right, now on this one, you are going to remove the opposite, okay? So you're gonna remove this part. Great. Now, you're gonna carefully put your lamination sheet on top. And you're gonna line these up. Just like that. I'm going to close this very carefully, make sure nothing shifts. Alright, and I'm going to very carefully take this off. Now I'm going to take this and run it through my laminator. Alright, so now it is laminated. And remember what I said, that back and front sheet, right? That back and front sheet have sealed. That's exactly what we want here. They've sealed around each of these. Now we're going to line it back up. Okay, and you're going to carefully take off half. And we're going to pull it back down so it stays, and then remove the other half. Awesome. And now we're going to pop that back in and run that second cut again, okay? Alright, and this time when we run it through, I'm going to change it to poster board. Let's try that out. And that seemed to work. Each of these now has a lovely, you can see it there when I move it, laminated seal around each of these. And they are ready to be used. Look at that. Alright, let me know what you would like to learn next in the comments down below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I would love it if you would do that. And I will see you next time. Bye!